Happy Canada Day!
Canada Day.
Woo! Good day everyone and welcome to Adventures with Parker and happy Canada Day. We are here at Canada's Wonderland to, well, just enjoy the park. They also have their Celebration Canada event happening today, so we're going to be checking out some of the offerings that they have for that, including some of the special food items. There's fireworks tonight. And to top it all off, we're meeting our friends Chad and Vanessa from 2 Tickets to Adventure, which I'm very excited about. They are just such awesome people. So without any further ado,
Let the adventures begin.
Alright, so we are here with Chad and Vanessa today as well. Are you guys enjoying the park so far?
Yeah, so far it's been great.
So right now we're in line for Thunder Run, so these two are going to meet Herman the Dragon.
Herman, how cute.
Spent our morning doing a few rides, and now we are heading into the Frontier Canada area of the park. That's basically going to be your central location for all of the Frontier Canada festivities. There's a lot of food booths, there's some drinks, and it looks like they have some local bands as well, so we're very excited to check all of that out. Okay, so we have a bunch of food booths here. I don't know what's at what, but I know they have some pretty cool options, including some inspired by different regions in Canada. There's Montreal smoked meat, there's sliders, there's chicken. We just got to figure out what's on the dining plan and, you know, which booth to go to, essentially. Those performers were the Smoke Trail Singers Drum and Dance Cultural Group, and they're based out of the Alberta First Nation in Ontario. Members of the drum group represent the Ojibwe, Mississauga, Dakota, and Potawatomi nations. I think it's very important to include local Indigenous groups in our Canada Day celebrations, so it was awesome to see them here at Canada's Wonderland. For those of you who don't know, there's been a bit of tension surrounding Canada Day lately due to its colonial origins, especially in light of the atrocities against Indigenous children that were forced to attend residential schools. The purpose of these schools was to assimilate Indigenous children into white Christian society and strip them of their cultural identities. These children were not well cared for, and many of them suffered from abuse, mental illness, and physical illness like TB. To add to their already tragic history, unmarked mass graves have recently been discovered on the sites of these former schools. It is estimated that about 150,000 First Nations, Métis, and Inuit children were forced to attend these residential schools between the 17th century and the late 1990s. It is a horrible part of Canada's history, and one that is important to talk about. Don't get me wrong, I think that Canada is an amazing country overall, and we definitely have a lot to celebrate. I think we should celebrate those things on Canada Day, but we should also hold space to be reflective of where we've fallen short. Both of these thoughts can coexist, and that is why I wanted to bring this up in a video that is otherwise joyful and celebratory. So yeah, as we celebrate Canada, let's celebrate our Indigenous communities and continue to work forwards towards truth and reconciliation. And if you would like to learn more about residential schools, I will have some additional resources linked down in the description. Oh wow, they even have an axe throwing set up here. That is so cool. A Caesar bar. I'm not a big fan of Caesars, but they are a popular Canadian drink. I know my grandma would love this. So this area is supposed to be open by noon. It's a little past that now, but not all of the food booths are set up. For example, the donaires aren't going to be ready until 12:30. The flatbread station isn't set up yet, so I'm a little disappointed about that. Like, it seemed like a lack of foresight on Wonderland's part. Like, I keep having to go down in my ranking of options of things that I wanted, but I think I'm going to go with the Alberta beef slider. I do want to come back later in the day for the donaires for sure, but the flatbreads aren't ready, so I guess that's the next best thing for me. All right, so ultimately I decided to get myself the Alberta beef slider, which looks okay. I mean, it's kind of small, but that's to be expected with the slider. Also comes with a side of kettle chips here, so not my first choice. I'm definitely looking forward to trying the donaires later, but this will definitely do because I'm super hungry. Michael, on the other hand, went over to the roadside chicken, and what'd you end up getting?
I made good decisions. I bought honey garlic chicken tenders.
Nice. Those are pretty good. All right, so the slider wasn't too bad. It had a nice sweet flavor to it. The bun could have maybe been a little better, like it was just a plain white bun. Maybe if they had like a sesame seed bun or something would have been a bit better. And the kettle chips are kind of disappointing. They don't have a lot of flavor to them. They definitely need some salt or seasoning or something, but a church wafer would taste better, to be honest. I'm sorry, but not my favorite. Okay, this is fun. They have a little cornhole set up here. I don't know where you get the bean bags from, but if you find any, at least have the holes. That's half the battle, I guess. Can we get a photo with you? Okay, so it is pretty stormy out. We can hear a lot of thunder in the surrounding area. But we are heading into Canterbury Theatre for Cirque Ambiente, which is their new Cirque show. I haven't seen this iteration. The last one I saw was Tundra, I believe is what it was called. But usually these Cirque shows are pretty good.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so we just saw Cirque Ambiente, which is pretty good as far as the Wonderland Cirque shows go. I liked how it incorporated bits and pieces from Tinker's Toy Factory, which is their Winterfest show, which is one of my favorites that I've seen here. It also kind of incorporated elements of their previous show, which was Tundra. I think I like Tundra better, maybe just because of the sets. I don't know, because I haven't seen that one in a while. Honestly, this one was just really good. I like the overall through line. I love the main bounds. I loved how there was a bit of a romantic subplot to it. It was just a cute show overall. I mean, a lot of the same tricks that you always see in these Cirque shows. I mean, there's never really anything different. There's the bikers, there's the curtain dancers, there's roller skaters. But overall, it's a decent show.
This one looked really sad. Have you seen those things in the water? Like, no way. No dice.
Silly goose. Alrighty, we are grabbing dinner at Lazy Bear Lodge, my personal favorite restaurant here at Wonderland. We decided to forego returning to the Celebration Canada area. It just wasn't living it up for us. So anyways, I got the Impossible Stuffed Pepper, which I've had before and I've talked about on my social medias, but I don't think I've had it on a vlog before. But it's a pepper with Impossible ground beef, so it's vegan. It also has mashed potato in the bottom. It is actually so good. And then of course I got the pit roasted mac and cheese with it. Okay, so from over here at the Cookie Cafe where you normally get the blue ice cream, they are offering a candy apple flavor for Celebration Canada. They actually replaced the blue ice cream with this, but it looks pretty good. I'm excited to try it.
What do you think about that? All right, we're going to kick it up a notch. How would you guys like to see two motorcycles at the same time? The amazing Alex! Hold it. No. Are you sure? How would you like to see him go even higher? Well, come on, let's give him some encouragement. sensational. The incredible Tina Miser. The giant barrel will now be raised to the proper trajectory height. Final checks are being made. Tina, are you ready? Wonderland, are you ready? One final bid farewell to Tina Miser, the human cannonball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Unbelievable! She all right? Yes! Tina Miser, the human cannonball! Come on, Wonderland!
There's Chad and Vanessa in the front row. Okay, so for our final ride of the night, we are doing Dragon Fire. It looks like the Dragon out here is all decked out for Canada Day. Very cool. We're heading on the ride. Wow. Happy Canada Day!
Canada Day.
Woo! All right, and that concludes our day here at Canada's Wonderland, and this is where we unfortunately part ways with Chad and Vanessa. But we had such an amazing day with you guys.
Yeah, it's a fantastic.
So much fun.
What you guys think of the park overall?
We loved it. We loved all. I can't talk. I'm sorry. We loved the park a lot. It was really nice. Everyone was friendly, and the food was fantastic. And
Other than the food from the festival.
Yeah, for
that's right.
sure.
That's right.
But the guy that we just met, who was that again?
Wonderland Weekly, Ty.
Yeah, he's saying that a little bit later in the day, the food seemed to get better, and
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
must have gotten themselves together. So that's
good.
great that they'll
That's
be
good.
good for the rest of the festival.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed being here at Wonderland.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make it back at some point.
Yes, please do.
I'm gonna miss Behemoth so much. I
Yeah.
think that was my favorite ride.
Aw, yes.
Yeah, and Leviathan was fantastic.
All right, we'll get home safe, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Chad and Vanessa for making the trip up here to visit Canada's Wonderland and to celebrate our National Day with us. Be sure to subscribe to them on YouTube and follow them on Instagram at 2_tickets_2_adventure. That's a lot of underscores. We had such an incredible day overall. And I mean, I'm always a sucker for a good festival. I do wish that the food turned out a little better, but first day jitters are always expected for these kind of things. I was talking to some friends who did try the donair, and they said that it was fantastic, so I'm only a little bit jealous of them. But no, the festival area as a whole was pretty well done, and the shows that we got to see throughout the day were pretty good too. From the indigenous cultural performers, to the gravity-defying feats at Cirque Ambiente, to the breathtaking stunts at Ultimate Thrills Cricus, Wonderland was absolutely bursting with talent. And oh my gosh, the fireworks this year were phenomenal. Like, they've really stepped things up since the last time I saw fireworks at the park. I really liked the music mix they used for this show too, and I loved how it only used music from Canadian artists. Our spot in front of Lazy Bear Lodge was also top notch in my opinion. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more adventures from theme parks, attractions, and beyond, you might want to consider becoming a subscriber. I'm just about to embark on my first coaster trip of the season, and I'm very excited to share all of the adventures I go on this summer. Another great place to see content from my adventures is on social media, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at ADVParker, and on TikTok and Facebook at Adventures with Parker. As always, big shout out to my patrons for all of the extra support you guys give the channel. I appreciate you all so much. And if you would like to help support the channel and receive some cool perks and bonus content in return, you can learn more by visiting patreon.com/advparker. I also want to give a quick plug to my merch shop, Adventure Outpost, where you can find tons of products featuring designs inspired by my adventures. Once again, thank you so much for watching, happy Canada Day, and until next time, the adventures are calling. Bye! Adventures begin.
Oh my gosh, let the adventures begin.
Any thoughts?
It was good.